The government, to translate into normal people talk, the government is arguing that the government should have a right to search without ever telling anybody why, so long as they haven't indicted anybody. Like that's literally what it says. We
A
should be
little
able
bit, yeah.
to search and seal the document, and you can't see it because we haven't charged you with a crime. Like we took all of the nudes off of your phone. We took all those like embarrassing stories your mom told in her like personal text messages to you. We took all those. I mean, we were looking for something else, but we've got all these, and you don't get to even challenge it or say anything about it or even know why we were looking in the first place and got to see your butthole until we decide to charge you. But maybe we never will. Screw you. Give a shit that it's him. What I give a lot of shit about is the fact that if they can do this to not only a former president, but also a current billionaire with all of the resources on earth, what can they do to you? What can they do to average black guy? What can they do to Joe Neerman the Mexican? Like, what can they do to anybody walking around if your billions won't protect you? And oh, by the way, I also just a little achievement in my life, notch on the bedpost, I was president of the fucking United States. If those
And also a presumptive Republican nominee. If he chooses to run, he has very good odds of winning, given
Yep.
the current dynamics in play. So the politics here are unavoidable. That they don't want to give us any information. And it's not that they don't want to give us any information. I am convinced they want to give us the information when it's politically convenient.
Yes.
And they'll decide when that's going to be. Maybe it's when he wins. Maybe it's during the primaries. Maybe it's when he wins the primaries. Maybe it's during the general election. Maybe it's an October surprise. But they don't really. What they really want to do is be able to hold it and be like, well, it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years, and now it's okay for us to release. So now we're going to release it, and it has nothing to do with the fact that Trump is running for office and winning. So I think that's what they're real. They don't want to. They don't want to lose their advantage for the future.
And the Constitution is supposed to stand as a barrier and bastion against this very thing where you can be harassed by a government, whether it's because you're a former president, a sitting president, a political rival, or just some loudmouth motherfucker on YouTube. The government can come and ruin your life. They can just rape all the shit you've built in your entire life because they're the government, and then you can't even find out why. Like, imagine for me, if tomorrow they said, who's this weird little YouTube channel? This motherfucker is talking bad about Merrick Garland. By the way, Merrick Garland likes to be pegged. I know this for a fact because I've looked at his face and I've seen him, and I'm pretty sure at one of the sex stores I frequent that I have seen him looking at the women's underwear that has the pegging attachments on it. Like, I know that guy is sitting there getting hollowed out by a prostitute somewhere. Look, so they go, look, this little weirdo on YouTube keeps talking shit about Merrick Garland. And that's Joe Biden's best peg buddy. They get pegged right next to each other. Jill's doing both. She's working double time over there. We're going to fuck his life up, and we won't even tell him why. That is terrifying to me. That is a horrifying proposition. I'm not doing this because it's Trump. That's the point here. I'm doing this because this is always bad. I know that the guy who ran Jack Dorsey, I know that guy feasted on the bones of children because have you ever seen his beard? It's horrifying. It's disgusting. And he went for like a 17-week yoga retreat in Bali or whatever. I don't trust any of these people. Every billionaire has committed millions of crimes, guaranteed. And they can't land one on Trump. Like, they can't land anything on him. He has probably flown his private jet in violation of an FAA regulation. Like, not even intentionally. I'm just sure it's happened. It's so easy
As
to
we
commit a
said
crime.
earlier, man, there's so many regulations on the book, so many laws on the book.
But that's not how it's supposed to work. That's the crazy thing. We've gone so far fucking backwards in this country that we've got a whole bunch of people who are like, no, the government is right. I posted that video. Oh my God. I tweeted the video of the 3 cops beating the shit out of that guy. Have you seen that?
That was really, really messed up.
And I got so many people in there saying like, well, we don't know the facts. It's like, well, look, the facts stopped at the first like 8 punches to the back of his head while he's pinned by 3 cops. Then like we have to reevaluate if there's an ongoing use of force threat. And maybe there is, but I'm really having trouble seeing like why grabbing him by his hair and slamming his face into the pavement. And so many people are like, yeah, this is probably good. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so fucking backwards from what our country was intended to be. The police force was literally never envisioned to be grabbing a guy's head and pounding it into the pavement. That was never in the plan. That's not in the documents.
No.
Like it's so fucking far. Like we're like,
Yes.
oh yeah, law and order. Yeah, give me more. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Shower me with all that law and order. I'm so good. I love it. I would never commit a crime. No. Wrong. Fuck you. You are committing crimes. Probably by getting in your vehicle and driving down the road. Stop. The government hates you. The Republicans hate you. The Democrats hate you. All these people hate you. Think about what their job is. Their job is to go to Congress and figure out some way to put you in prison so that they can stay in office. That's literally their job. Because if they don't pass some law to address something, then they're seen as do nothing. All I want on earth is a do nothing Congress. In fact, I want to rewind Congress. I want a Congress that goes and says, all this shit that we were passing is wrong and we want to back it up. And these people want to pass more and more laws, and we keep voting them in on the platform of passing more laws. No, less laws. In fact, significantly less laws. Fuck these people. They're going to earn $186,000 per year of your tax money. Do you earn that? And their job is to put you in prison, to find some other way to either put you in prison or get you shot by police. Fuck these people. Stop endorsing this shit. Oh my God.